Mr. Speaker, the Hansard will record me today. Mr. Speaker, the unemployment situation in our country is at a critical point. Yet, we did not hear a word from our president on this matter. Mr. Speaker,
thank you for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, on such an auspicious occasion and considering the optimism with which Mr. President has spoken to the nation, Mr. Speaker, you were right, and Mr. President himself acknowledged that considering the situation we find ourselves, we are down, but we rise again under the able leadership he is providing and the future which is assured. Mr. Speaker, we are by the practice of this House ready to debate, Mr. President.
All of us well in the elections on 7th December. Before then, a number of important tasks lie ahead of us.
I was here for Abo Nongochia Pahusima, Miansa, Kessben television, so any. I remember today I'm putting me at the ATMBO, a Benada and Numre, sending a Benada and Numbria is here. If you know what Ecosi Nondu, our favorite television station, Kessben TV, so no. And when you media chain, say Yamasono, na a Ghana memo and sensem, and a Jumedia Yatudin Adwenkyere on your favorite television station, Kessben TV, so. And you raise your say, na ye de a bremo. Meme ho ye, na minim say. Idea to so a Adwenkyere, and it's a Kessben Kabi, ya if you say a fair Pima Ankron, Edio Chromie in 1992 at the Ebano. Say, we be never coso, na Ununia and Yadria, and yet second chain, and yet a tutuo, and na enya mabo, and a yabo tutuo. And I said, be a yatini, Nemomuche wadring. Na Uniano so at Adrian, no na Yajiatum say, Yedibu or my Ghana. And on your favorite television station, say, oh, share a war DSTV, so a channel 364, DSTV, a channel 364, and now sharing Go TV, so a channel 121, and now television, no say a year digital television there, now share or Kessben TV, so say a decoder, and now we used to say smart decoder, say a year strong decoder, and now multi TV decoder. O sharing a war Kessben television so and baby I o sharing biano yada was the number say only at na from a kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng obetimi aframe honorable number mena nyame adom medi dwumadi ho chia me say number bia yatai edebremo no abadwafo no wo ebesi nkonwa anumre yi eye lawyer kwabena Kwarteng no ye NPP vice chair ewo Adweso constituency. And Amo Camel, a year Asqua this year, AK Camel Care, or also so a year Asante Bantemo, NDC Kasama for Abedi, Deputy Regional Communication Officer, Edema, the National Democratic Congress. Sir and Pennyfo Kukudami and Enumere on your favorite television station, Kessben TV, Yanu Munina Ebesia, na Yedidi and Komo. Ejebo, Eja Enya Abedu. State of the Nation Address. Senia Ghana Tibiano Esitie, Ya Constitution no Esho Mampeni, say Yasha Fibia, say or Mampeni, ɛkɔ mmarahyɛbadwam na ɔkɔgyina the August House mmarahyɛbadwafoɔ no nyinaa anim yɛn na MC4 ɛwɔ mmarahyɛbadwam no na tebea Ghana wom ɔmampanin de kɔto wɔn anim enti ɛnɛ His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana Nana Adwenkyere Akufo-Addo yɛn nyinaa yɛnim sɛ ɔmampanin the state of the nation nea etwa to kra ɛwɔ kwanya Ghana for edema no sɛ ɔmrɛyɛ ɔmampanin no ɛno na ɛnɛ ɔde ɛkɔto dwa ɛwɔ Ghana mmarahyɛbadwam na ensam no yɛ bebree enumre ebi a wote sɛ ɔmampanin akasa wɔ mmarahyɛbadwam ba wante nea ɔkaayɛ ebi a obisa sɛ na ɔmampanin brɔfo ɔka bebrebe no na ɔsesɛe ɛno nti na enumre yɛatena se yɛ ne amanyɔfoɔ mpanimfoɔ yi ɛbɛwurawuram na yɛne mo adi nkɔmmɔ ba de wa wɔhwɛ mo Kessben TV so no ana o join mo YouTube a Kessben TV ana Kessben FM bɛsɛ me bisa asɛm bi sɛ onzo te deɛn na sani ɔmampanin ɛka nsɛm no saa na onso hu no sɛ ɛyɛ the real state of the nation Ghana yɛtim no sani ɛsiti pɛpɛpɛ ɛna His Excellency the President Nana Adwenkyere Akufo-Addo o present yɛ no ana ohu no sɛ ɛka bi ne ɔmampanin ɛyɛ sɛ o makeno as an individual a yɛde ɔman hyɛ ne nsa efiri mfie mpemienu ɛne edunson 7th January 2017 a ɔmampanin yɛde akonnwa no hyɛ ne nsa ɛde ba bedro mfie mpemienu ɛne aduonu nan a aka bosome bɛ sɛ dru baako na ɔde ne dwumadie nyinaa aba awie fi sɛ 7th January 2025 no na mampanin foforɔ ɛsɔe ɛbɛyɛ ɔmampanin abɛdi akyire Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ana ɛbɛyɛ ɔmampanin dada John Dramani Mahama ana ɛbɛyɛ Alan Kojo Kyeremati Movement for Change ana sɛ ɛbɛyɛ Akuadonko ana gum ana ɛyɛ Hassan Ayarga ana sɛ ɛyɛ hwan ɛno deɛ Ghana for ɛna ɛbɛkyerɛ but yɛn nyinaa nim sɛ party akɛseɛ mmienu MPP ne NDC deɛ ɛɛdan a ɔmu baako ɛna ɛbɛdi nkonim ɛwɔ election 2024. So are we going to have JM come back Sankofa Ghana for Sankofano and answer there be Yemfa Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I will know Mampanin Akufo-Addo and I boom my enfie a Congo tree any as the vice president. Anumre yenina yeni or mino yenina yeni mo television Kessben TV so any ye bisa asem no say ne Mampanin kan ye no say okura pen say headmaster na o mark na ka be man say obefa ne say ɛno nkɔmmɔ na anwummerɛ yi yɛba bɛdi yɛbɛhwɛ various sectors economy security education sɛnea ɔmampanin bɔɔbɔɔ no enti mo comment no yɛde bɛto TV ne so ama mo ba bɛtumi de aba ɛwɔ 0551 599933 0551 599933 mamefa revelation bi nto dwa sɛ ɛnɛ mampanin kɔdu mmarahyɛbadwam hɔ no na ɛdɔm kuma NDC mmarahyɛbadwafoɔ no se ɛnya de ɔmbɛba mmarahyɛbadwam hɔ chamber hɔ na ɔma betie de ɔmampanin kura bɛka no and these were the reasons ɔmo ma nneɛma mmiɛnsa emu ne edi nkan ne sɛ Bank of Ghana governor Dr. Addison akasa tia ɔmo sɛbi wama na no atia ɔmo enti na nya de a ɔmo adwene sɛ ɔmbɛba hɔ emu ne a ɛtɔ so mmienu nso a NDC mmarahyɛbadwafoɔ no ɛka ne sɛ ɔmo apass bills bi wɔ parliament yɛ private members bill a na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmampanin ɛde ne nsa hyɛ ase ebesi nɛ ɛnya de ɔmampanin de ne nsa hyɛ bills no emu baako kora ase enti sɛ wabɛgyina mmarahyɛbadwam hɔ a ɔmo anam ɔmo atuo so ɔmfa ne nsa hyɛ ase ɔmfa ne nsa hyɛ ase enti no ɛnya de ɔmo ɛbɛba it is a mohwɛ yɛ close to 2 hours na the minority side no ɔmo akonnwa no na ɛyɛ empty yɛnwie mu kakra yɛayɛ anwummerɛ kyerɛ sɛ eteki former president John Dramani Mahama yɛ NDC flag bearer and only Omoko Kasa said, yes, omo issues with Bank of Ghana governor. Omo issues with say bills to be almost my passing no mampanin fan in Sanchez. Nemum omo eka the omo kenny na ye nemo best almost say this is a national exercise. A your mining na Jumadi Sebi omo constituency for a 2 abama omo come na Seba Germano omo a show Montimo omo kofa Sebi Bank of Ghana governor ne mra omo shisha. Almost a mampanin fan in Sanchez, no private member bill, and I say, Mra, Ankran Crucia, Masabida Fonaja Tumua, almost a mampanin fan in Sanchez, and Omonkofa, say, a mampanin state of the nation, a chat one, Womo and continue wo share Kessben TV so no. Facebook no Kessben TV and a Kessben FM to bear. Mabeni kodu mrasabedem ho na onyama chamber ho de but na minority side no obia ni ho close to 1 hour 2 hours na nyade omo and these were the reasons e dey asototo form no omo de emma enti omampenda da John Dramani Mahama ne omo kokasai and honorable Kessler to forcing any impedimento no tiase ansa na womo eba mrasabedem ho na omo abema abetenase na omampani enya kwan de ensem hodo atodwa anumre ebedi nkomo on that na ya the posture of the minority members a part of politics nti mpempi no say who opposition na sa neomanioma ekoso and the heckling yeah ekoso and also so anumre ebedi ho enkomo kakra but yanko the key issues no so His Excellency the President Nana Adwenkyere Akufuado say and found the COVID-19 yeah eba ene Ukraine Russia war ni nsunsan so no obetimi aka se mfie nson na ban a Ghana for edikwanya ema no wo de compare NDC mfie nwotwe bi a wo mabedi a wabon homoden eche wo mo yenti o mampani se mo de to dwane bi mra ye ba ye beto so
Performance tractor in the sure knowledge that the Akuoko Kwarteng government has done more in education in terms of student enrollment, teacher training and employment, provision of infrastructure than any government. We have similarly done more in health, agriculture, security, roads, railways, tourism, digitalization than any other government. Thanks to the performance tracker, the president no longer has to go through lists. And I have the confidence to say that every performance indicator used shows we have done more in these 7 years than in any of the 8 years under the National Democratic Congress.
okay so omampani na Adwenkyere Akufuado ose mfie nson na ban modembo ode toto NDC amemu o mabebuko mfie nwotwe o madie ne nyina no a one na bede eche Alhaji Dr. Mamudu Bomiya abom homoden echen NDC aban no enumre eberewere mu kakra na ensem no sede omampani ka no eno so ye ne mu edi ho enkomo afi omampani ka bio edefa dumso eho na this issue eyade a MPP ne NDC wo mata atwe ho pa na omampani se obae no na omampani dada John Dramani Mahama ne NDC omo so dumso nti ohui nti na ban de to no ho so se omme make sure se dumso no ebefri ho yenti omampani kakra.
It's captured in the Education Strategic Plan of 2018 to 2030. The Speaker, between 2012 and early 2017, there was nothing more demoralizing than the phenomenon we called doomsday. It was symptomatic of a dysfunctional system, and it caused widespread depression amongst businesses and households. After that experience, my government was determined that doomsday would not be inflicted upon government, upon Ghana and Ghanaians under an MPP government. Shouts will not wish doomsday away in our history. It will not. After that experience, my government was determined that doomsday would not be inflicted upon Ghana and Ghanaians under an MPP government. And I'm glad to be able to say, so far, so good. We have managed to keep the lights on these last 7 years, even in the midst of a financial crisis.
Kessben TV, Kessben FM. And then State of the Nation address, Omampeni, State of the Nation, Parliament. And naposo, yemo washebi. And you may, yabatu ya boasena, yedi hon enkomo. Omampeni ya reshemu se election 2024, yabatu no December, bosomede toso and sono. Oka, se, sebio, so be an inkudimu and intersagana and shit. To come your Fasoa, yabatu yabano, Electoral Commission Bebo, the Benyo Mampeni, Obesha 7 January 2025, na Ghana Maya Kone Nimno, and only idea a Dana Comaso. Yentia said the anonso Omampeni de Honsam Tuja.
Democracies are founded on elections, and the holding of free and credible elections ensure that people have confidence in the government that emerges at the end of the process. The honorable members of this House, who are at the center of it all, know more than the rest of us that this is an election year. The increased decibel level in all communications will ensure that even the most politically uninterested person among us would know that on December 7th, we shall be going to the polls to elect a new president and new members of parliament. A lot of the responsibility lies on the Electoral Commission to put the organization in place that will ensure that we have credible elections. The government is doing its part to make the work of the Electoral Commission go smoothly. A lot of responsibility lies on the political parties as well, and I hope that the parties recognize that their credibility is also on the line, especially with some people wanting to undermine the multi-party democratic system of government. It is up to the parties to demonstrate that competitive elections are an honorable, character-enhancing experience, and that at the end of the process, the loser will congratulate the winner, and the world does not come to an end because an election has been lost. There is nothing inherently dirty or corrupt about politics, and nothing about elections that should generate violence. We who are in politics, and we who are members of political parties, owe it to ourselves, the institutions we claim to belong to, and above all, we owe it to Ghana and the people of Ghana to make politics and elections the serious and joyful phenomenon they should be. In discharging their responsibility, I urge the Electoral Commission to work with the political parties to iron out whatever problems there might be. And I'm happy that the Electoral Commission, after engaging the parties, has shelved plans to change the 7th December date. Politics, after all, has been described as the art of the possible. And if that is what we are engaged in, it should not be beyond us to resolve the problems that come up and concentrate on working to build the happy and prosperous country we want. Government, on its part, will do what is expected of it to make sure that the reputation of Ghana is not damaged and the free will of the people is manifested at the end of the electoral process. And I want to reassure the people of Ghana that I'll do everything in my power to help ensure the conduct of transparent, free, and fair elections on 7th December. I have confidence in the security services to ensure that those who might want to cause havoc or any kind of mischief to disrupt the electoral process will have no room to operate.
Okay, so His Excellency the President, Nana Adwenkyere Akufo-Addo, State of the Nation, Election 2024, and Omampeni Eshe Nyinabo, se Obehe, se Abato no Bekoso Asumdwem Electoral Commission, Ben Adwuma, na nia obedi nkunim no ode anigye asom nia watimi ani nkunim no enso so amani ni obedi nkunim ni trinkwa na ankwa ete se abato nti Ghana ekwa wieye anawiase ekwa wieye amamani da na de bio se Attorney General abodwuma ma sika Ghana yetumi enya yanka yebetua o judgment debt mu no ya save o man 10 trillion cedis sika da da mu yenti o man pedi kakra.
Against the state that used to be given against the state. The Office of the Attorney General, as a result, has saved the country over 10 trillion Ghana cedis. All the evidence is there. I shall be performing a pleasant.
Okay, so His Excellency the President. Ebio Ose Kumase International Airport. Nami adoma hwie bembe na bibia toto momo wie ombebia no na yana na ajema prempe ya wanya ne baby ko na omude ebeto no. Yentie eno so sene omampani de nsem no etodwa. Yeba yebeto.
Some airport in Kumasi. And naming wish all of us well in the elections on 7th December. Before then, a number of important tasks lie ahead of us, one of which will be commissioning the Nana Adjumani Prempeh I International Airport in Kumasi, and naming the recently commissioned airport in Tamale, the Yakubu Tali International Airport of Tamale. Mr. Speaker, we stumbled, but we are rising again. We were bruised, but we are healing. We have recovered our footing. We have dusted ourselves off. And now we face tomorrow with confidence.
Okay, Mambeni say na atechana ye ho, but say ya ho ye ho. Na efuturo no aboye ho. Say efuturo ni nyina free ho. Na sebe asa yaboye na emode tu ye no, but say de ni nyina akọ. Enti ya tesi kwantrodo so ya Ghana man ye bekọ ye nim. Enti Nana Adjumani Prempeh the first. Ya me ya domo a ne airport no. Ti patabo a mo hu Nana Adjumani Prempeh te say de me hu no bie no. Oko Facebook or Kessben FM na Kessben TV na YouTube a obehu Nana Adjumani Prempeh the first a ote akonwam na ehenkwa ne nkonwasofo ne bi esom no nti Nana Adjumani Prempeh na oda Kessben TV so anwumre no odo na Kumasi airport na me yademo mo se me international airport obebia no yede beto no na o hwebie no nti yebedi ne ho nkomo brepem na ya kyerɛkyerɛ mu kakra bia na o ya bante te se me na ana was me ya kokra ho bia na ya bante te se me na Nana Adjumani Prempeh o ihu no te se de me hu no bie no a madaro ma bi kura no wanyini ba wa hu ni da enye nyina na ehu no Nana Adjumani Prempeh kura obi ti ase po e beka so hu no se Nana Adjumani Prempeh de o hu ni bia me so obi ti ase hu no enti oba Facebook a obehu Nana Adjumani Prempeh ai de Kumasi airport no ebeto ni mfoni wo honti no eno no na omambani kan bi edefa na be de eche Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eho se onya ne se soda na eba digitalization a waboa menne ohi anse wanti so na ne kra ade MPP aban ba o maye bia no o fa phone na boy ya pe obehu se project we si ha anyane wa we wa ha ye nti o mampanyim ra ne o kafa Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho
Taking things to a higher level. This government, after all, is the digitalization government. And the man who has led the entire digitalization process these past 7 years my indefatigable vice president, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, Dr. Digitalization. the MPP's excellent presidential candidate for the 2024 election. Is coming out with what will allow everyone and everybody and anyone to check on every project being undertaken by the government without having to listen to the president's message on the state of the nation. We are calling it the performance tracker. You can check and satisfy yourself about the status of the projects and their location. And you could stop by and make a physical inspection.
His Excellency the President of the Republic, State of the Nation Address, and Yeborn Tofa de Mamono. Now, as usual, Omampeni bia a title no, Sir Mampeni Mills, Mampeni Nada Mahama, and Obi Oil Mampeni Biano, Sir Okomra Sebedrum Hona, or the State of the Nation Address, no air to ja. Yana heckling Kakra, Ewum, Sebia, or Mubetri Train Kakra. And I don't come home as a bedroom no. Na womo etonum say, oh yeah, JM ebeba. And na omunuanom so odom dodo afa MPP MPs no so. I say, oh yeah. Or said say a drum from goat ebeba. Dead goat beba. That is a name rasa bedroom hono. And answer kato. Ya sure heckle ne kakramra. Yeba to so.
Thank you for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, on such an auspicious occasion and considering the optimism with which Mr. President has spoken to the nation, Mr. Speaker.
When the say, yeah, share heckling, no, Sanya, na Omampeni Kasa, na Womo esi ye de Denehun and some Kakra. Omamani to just say, ono munsa. Ono munsa. Nti sa ono munsa se mo kan no. And also so akọ generate a whole lot of issues say Omampeni nkawanka na nkayede. Say Omampeni Uma State of the Nation chatwo na the NDC members of Parliament position for omo eheke ona ensu a wonom no omo yese wonom nsuo. Meka Omampeni Dada Mills wonya ne baby ko blessed memory. Onu munsu ana omsi TV Joshua water. Mekai pa MPs no MPP MPs those time. Omsi TV Joshua water. Onu mbako anoma bade so TV Joshua ye. Amani de omo boje so na say oje na momentum di na say me nom musa o. Me nya kwarinsani. Ye ntia Omampeni mra ye ba ye beto aso.
Everybody who knows me knows I don't drink alcohol. Last year,
Sanya yenim no say Omampeni Kaseria edom dodro ne dom kuma no nyina obia kire na dwen na ene menim say a normal parliamentary practice so maybe I stand to be corrected ye memi hu ye no menim say sana Kamel ne lawyer Boatin so hu ye for the first time State of the Nation Address I heard be and some Omampeni ria the minority side no ne din kan kasa na o ma kire o ma dwen sana the majority leader na your honorable chairman sabon so akasa but the next speaker say a refi ana boapaye next speaker toma to force otoma phenomarkets and na phenomarkets so se bia euphoria and taken by surprise and pempi no ya na the majority side no ekasa after minority for na kasa area but then there for the first time no the majority leader honorable phenomarkets and na edin kan kasa ye na yenhwa ne nsem odi to dwa kakramra area e be call honorable Kessben to force so there so yenti the majority leader honorable Marcus yenhwa ne kakra
On such, thank you for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, on such an auspicious occasion and considering the optimism with which Mr. President has spoken to the nation. Mr. Speaker, you were right, and Mr. President himself acknowledged that considering the situation we find ourselves, we are down, but we rise again under the able leadership he is providing and the future which is assured. Mr. Speaker, we are, by the practice of this House, ready to debate Mr. President's message. Considering the situation we find ourselves as a country, Mr. Speaker, we are ready to debate this message now. However, Mr. Speaker, as has been the practice, members would want to prepare. And I noticed that the minority leader was jotting down a lot of notes. I need to remind him that I have with me the 2014, 2013, and the 2016 State of the Nation Address. And all of these were full of lamentations. So, Mr. Speaker, I don't know what he was actually jotting down. But if it was a debate he was preparing for, Mr. Speaker, I want to assure him that we will face him with this optimism and remind him of the lamentations of 2013, 2014, 2015 and 2016. Mr. Speaker, without more, I shall pray that this House be adjourned to tomorrow at 10 in the forenoon or soon thereafter. Mr. Speaker, I so move, and I urge my colleague to second the motion. That is a practice. He should second. He should just second. Today is not for debate. Mr. Speaker, fortunately for me, my mentor and coach is still available. I'll still take tutorials. Yes, indeed. Yes, that is true. There was a smooth transition. There was a smooth transition. We had a smooth transition. We had a smooth transition. We had a smooth transition. Mr. Speaker, I am encouraging Dr. Forson to only second this motion. The rules of the House are very clear. It shouldn't go outside of the rules. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Atu Forson, please second the motion and let's adjourn.
So the newly nominated and elected among the leaders, the Honorable Majority Leader, Honorable Afenyo Markins, and Ewa Mrasebejo Mampenirie na odonso so den sem etutu tujano. I say any debate number nti we de ono no abie kwan no. Ejedom kuma NDC MPs no leader Honorable Kessben Force. Ono so mfoaso na bibia contentem. Na so na do so beke kansem a ono so kura NDC wa ba mu 2012 2013 de kokoso. Ani nyina wasua ho ade nti ono so beke kabi e de ache no. Na de okanja no yenkotie near Honorable Minority Leader, Honorable Kessben Force so the tudra. Yenhwe kakramra.
Right, Honorable Speaker. Let me, on behalf of the NDC minority, thank His Excellency the President for his message on the state of our nation. But, Mr. Speaker, the unemployment situation in our country is at a critical point. Mr. Speaker, the Hansard will record me today. Mr. Speaker, the unemployment situation in our country is at a critical point. Yet, we did not hear a word from our president on this matter. Mr. Speaker, out of 33 million population, only 11.3 million are employed. This number includes peasant farmers. Mr. Speaker, The difference between the 33 million and 11.3 million is what I call ninja. No income, no jobs, no assets. Mr. Speaker, this means that 2 out of every 3 Ghanaian is unemployed. Mr. Speaker, 30% of our youth are jobless. And about 4.5 million Ghanaians plus, employable Ghanaians plus, are outside the labor force. Mr. Speaker, this simply means that this number have simply given up on their search for jobs because of years of frustration and disappointment. Mr. Speaker, the state of our nation is hopeless. No wonder that an ordinary Ghanaian, including professionals, are leaving our shores in droves. In search for greener pastures. Mr. Speaker, finally, Mr. Speaker, I am scandalized. I am shocked to the marrow to have noticed that our president, following the recent ministerial reshuffle, has increased the size of his government. Mr. Speaker, today we have a Minister of Finance Domestic and a Minister of Finance International.
So the Honorable Minority Leader, Honorable Kessben Atofosset, as I say, our Minister for Finance Domestic in the person of Dr. Amin Adam, and our Minister for Finance International in the person of Ken Oforiatta. But when him say Parliament, Juma Mudi, Entimin Koso, Wabra Heckley no, Enkoso, and then the MPs no Omutu Bipa, the minority side. Na Omaya rehearsals, te Oya, DM Beba, ene Enuma Hodwe Koso. Yanka Kramra, Drama Banzan, Jara, no, Mekami Sanam Tia, and then in Omutubi, Yanka Kramra. So, Israel practice our parliament. Safin Wadronia, this is Kessben Television. Another Numrebia Adwenkyere de Asia. Na yene Yashafua Mo, we are searching Benchenino, DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121, Facebook Kessben TV, Kessben FM on Facebook, YouTube Kessben TV, Kessben FM, more digital television, more show, more platforms, Kessben TV. And as usual, the decoder, strong, smart, whatever decoder you're using, or show Kessben Television. So, January, any Munana, Simkuna, Medina de Kwabana, Akuoko Kwarteng, and Sesai. I'm Kamel is here for the NDC, or Santa Regional Deputy Communication Officer, and I'm a lawyer Boateng, or also so Kwabena Boateng, a Edreso MPP Vice Chair. Sam 24 and the phone and Numre. No more Ebesinkonia. But only an MPC be church or Madrid, Edifa near course on home. Yentie Katie Hammond, Minister of Trade, I was so a year MP or Adansia Sokwa, Yen Shanagakra, and some of the true dry in there, Yaba Ebatuaso.
woman in him. You have a trouble, you have 2 years, no one is almost no position, no position at that cannot come out. I'm on Peniche here, or man to go. Hey, I can't say, so we'll be in the conversation. I can see who's at the eye. I won't know. Sanya about yen president Yawaka, Obia Benivia, Yatama, no memo about COVID never, never work. I had a Mrs. Say, and this address to the COVID by a gun, very big. Yamiadom, Sanya, Sanya, Kosi. So, Opa, ma'am, Yene, Chabu, she Britain, she America, COVID, Goya, see, Kai, and the Bokana, Homa, Obia TV, Obia Yagma, Ayania, Kababa, and a Kakra, Ghana, says, and now so. And this is what Mamma, we are by Emma Yabia or my Jabha. I am Wawa, and then President Mama. I'm saying, we said, who are to buy a president, and then one of the President Mama. Oh, yeah, over the TV. I know the TV because Omoka can say, Thomas, or the president. Okay, when you are going, okay, but we have any day for 2 years. That's what I have to give you up and do what. Who are Saba? I do this.
So, Katie Hammond, a member of parliament, or Adanse Asokwa, or no answer, so they also for share a dready, any Numa and some so, and Motis or then some who a 2 journal. About my chap, I see my Adriana, me and most of my comments, maybe I will share or Kessben TV so no. Over to me at the State of the Nation address, I'm a penny editor journey, a chatua, Ibenya, His Excellency the President. Nana the Danko Akufo-Addo said, or no money Ghana for a general na or present no near constitution no man a edibesi any nti enumere ebi a wotie bom ti yato yabo nyane nyina na yeka bom but key ones no na yabobo bi ama mo hwe no mema mpanifo na kwaba na ye the discussions no asese so Camel let us say
Menadom, Yamia need the area, Kadia, Nadanko Akufo-Addo be Ghana for. Okay. And my yesu or doom so home. None say, then you may be areas will be a fire, you don't say, don't light to be all. A bomb and then so at time because, I say, on money more she say. And then we read them, I said, she a Japan a goose. Okay. None Nadanko Akufo-Addo. A better now. As I go for doom so I quite remember in 2016, March 26, on one mate here, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. That's now my joy FM. I can say, Muhammad deserves no credit for solving what doom so.
Doom so baby oh.
Now they only Ghana.
Okay. Number 7 yes, so go almost say I'm say Kumasi Nkwana test and I'm check you know. I'm say other regions no can any num said the Kumasi at no yes easy for say so my maintenance work you said that's the reason they are giving to us.
This has been the reason that we are say a MPP a doom CSC but a NDC a doom so. Okay. Now and then about most of the areas I may ba me far events we are about who near light in the hall. Okay. What they buy doom so a light in here. Okay. Who be do KJTR Dubai whole area how they buy doom ho near light in the hall. About part of Amekum area how light in the hall. And you may your mom frame if you take any access a light, you know, just say, be your mind, no, now don't go for do. Why do I say on mine? No, the baby I saw mine a dream. Now say, and then you made it in them change and for mine, no, a man into a swap. I did be a hard drink. Okay. Now, Obon, which idea about cool. Name more quabbant. Oh, Obon, there be Obo Medin, which idea about cool. Unse, Mia, and Messiah, parliamentary candidate. Okay. Now, one him say about 1 year in 2020. No, the two about a lot of people say, "Oh, my mistake or maybe I'm too about fire." Okay. Into one about me whole future says, "And men subiuma, best me, men some rebium." Now, muhu at the power me more meet me the abo as constituency. Our constituency, as constituency. Almost a bra. One is a member. Till this time, they also better. Oh, make I say, a soon say me call premise. Me wohana atuntufoɔ dwomfoɔ ma no organized by honorable say okofa form ma intimi ma okofa form saa me kofa form ne twa me kofa form no edu mra me ne delegates edi nkomo edu be mo say me nko ba bia wo de campaign kwa me ma delegate ho ya ye be si from delegate akasa ma enti edu mra ni delegate edi nkomo me ma nko round buso bia
me honorable me lawyer me ba so na
me no ma nko rounds
okay na me mo
but omo an e dey endorse me de me buy
na me lawyer me akwaba mana
o de ma mi si for me si for
oh dem say e be shase na agro ya fe ni e shase kra lawyer Kwabena Kwarteng lawyer na ho to say na I just want to say
just pa in fact you bring you much bra omo ehwe na omo se me for mo chi aso ema na me fa just the ozie kan MPP abusia chiche ya de koto Ira the deputy finance minister
okay
Dr. John Adwenkyere kuma oni ni team wa wo just wa omo ye MPP adwuma the constituency chairman ampofo ene na pamfo mo nyina omo hwe onwumre se me chia okay about
Mame so me man adwobi very hard working young man to the bina unya begunu na mfie kakra o mampani man di brese osofo be de chiro hwe skasem to yehodo sei ente ne ho asem boni bia no an se okonenem obi obehunu bia penasem obi obehunu bia do no manti ye wodwe so omo ebetimi abo omo oboa omo wone mpanimfo nkwada nyina etimi ekabom ye bibia ma bibia koye nti mame manager lawyer John Ampontia Kuma deputy finance minister and council yamwadwo na yase nyame so beka ho na bibia etimi akoso anumre yase nkonwa e wo Kessben television so discussion segment no and mo share no mo comment no me hu se bebre do mo de asase eba to betimi do de aba 0551599933 mame shase mfi lawyer Kwabena Kwarteng ho and then when presenting state of the nation until you started with 10 minutes in all we initial comment the mampeni ko ye said you see who no and say we are near bar details na nkasa ebe rerem mamintio
mi rabidase mampeni are discharging the obligations in fact a constitutional obligation under article 67 of the 1992 constitution se brano no se de oman no bebi aya ba bi we de to oman fu enim ti se sa constitutional mandate no na o discharge no enea o ye no creditably ma no ye fe pa so se wo hwe statement ya na ye hwe ne se enkoye sebe niema enye what exists at the time the yetimi edi hunkonim no egum die yete hon pentenkwa egum ye yetumi aya ba bedru egum kan nyina afu a ye hu ne say ye honest delivery a candid delivery of yes
okay
I'm
talking about microphone
yeah. Yes. Mampeni article 67 of the 1992 constitution no a mandate no emanu no na what discharge sa constitutional duty no constitution no e dey assurance no say onchire ye bibia ya babedro na de mamani che enso e dey say wutie mampeni statement no sebe wanka MPP de yetimi edi hu nkunimu nko a de yedi hu nkunimu wakuruchiri e dey akere yen de yete hu pentenkwa enu so yamaga na fo no ehunu de da so be bare yebo wa me ehunu de ye ya fa hu kakra nso na ye de nyem nkunimdie nso wa me ehunu iti mi kan nyina afu a akoye nukuredie nkomo sa na me hu no nukuredie nkomo which has been delivered in a very candid and honest manner nti Ghana ni bia etia ohunu MPP abanye baye bebi e befa di free ye eni de etimi ye koduru ye woyo na tutu ya kwan mu nyina ye di hu nkomo eni susuanso a woyo na nu nyinya wo ye so afi woyo na ye kire nso sede ye timi asisi eniema sa de agu kente no mu eni kwan ye befa so a ye bebo ne ba edi esi ye tiri so ne ato ya kwantuo so no hu nkomo na mampani eni ye die no na ye ni gisem na esanso ema arishimu ema especially mabuna dache no ye dia wo mu didwa wo manu mu esukufo you know all sectors ya wo omanu mu ene wo mu tie bi no wo mu hunu se nokre you know niema emu yedene na emom yigusuwa kakran oman no SSC ne naso na mampani kasa no maame kai asem bia mampani ka no fie kakra atwa mu bra na covid ni gina mu pa na akwa yu asem ade bia ehwe TV na yehu se dia brofo no ewu ni ade na yesuro no mampani se economy ne de se ya yebetumi asinkonwa na yahwa ma economy na se gina ne naso na emom nipa de ye mu wu a nipa kwa asamando a konse edu a wo mabio wahunu ti na mampani kasa na madwenya kwa kusi so se neisi etiase ni enye opportunity si etie mampani a na in fact yishira na wasi yishira no baby no mu a wo mu ekura nya wo mu ho mu ko manimu no sabre wo mu wu sha asase ase wo mu anenkese nyina pro sabre ya me ne wo kase edam ntutu ye bie antimia anko yi a yade no che wo mu ye kura yeti yesi nya yeti didi mu yimiwura apem ne akire 1,000 and over people aya dofonum aye hwere wo mu a ene ye ka na aye kuntunkuni eni birisia enya agro ye kura no yesi enya yeti didi mu mpo no enso ye fa ne saa yesi aboa no ne hu anka adwa no mu a wonya no ho wahunu enti pemu a ye pemu ye no ehu adansedie ni se yaafo no bi etire ntimi anye yie yade ne de wo mu koye ye mabusuafo yakọ ye nka wo mu yawo ye mu yakọ wo mu so wo mu fa mu koye nyina ye mu adikan na nyankopon emfo wo mu ensie ne kukum and the media State of the Nations address no na aside a very sober reflection for me na ama mehunu one ya no wo mo kan ho sede making any sankom sesem no amampani ka ye no wose ye hwe o na ankwankwa ye se ye be ferisika amanipa awu ye babo abubuo amanipa awu eno de sika ne ye tugum sen kura na se economy no akire no tete pansam a kakra ya ne ye betumi asa ya amanaba na emum se ye twan manipa ko sha asase ase a eno no ho adanse ye ne nei ye hunu yi a mampani di state no amaya kakra if say economy no bom fom no ya sa toto niema ye ba yenimu na thematic areas bia mampani bu boss na nsa na mekan no miwura maminka ensem bi nso a yetete ye am say mampani koduru ho no na minority enya emma you know the chamber ho no na yetietie mu no masem nyina ne se binum se bill bia omo hwe animu se mampani esan okay
my boss you can comment on
yes
I think so be on my jatum on sign and Bank of Ghana governor almost what did you on my term to omakani nyina bom na a whole lot of issue no say former president Mahama and omokokasa nti JM no mkodi nkomo no asana leader at the minority honorable to force in front of and omuti asesa for the national exercise nti ombeba nti
you see mira nti nanka wo se obi kobo NDC fo amane yese dwumadie na yebedi ne yomamu nyina dwumadie ansa na oma ba betina se see your democracy no to the be expectations ru na ya na ye wo no wo mu ma ye nya disappointment ye nim sa de chen ya che ye democracy ye difiri ba bia na aba bedu ba bia yeduri sabre die enka ye nyina ye di daso ne se ye tenase a yetimi draw a clear dichotomization between party politics and omanu adwuma enye omanu adwuma keke a discharge of a constitutional duty okay sabe hono so ye kwakwa party politics wo ho na sabe so why bill na mampani ensan ya one sign no so nyase ofitin ya no so one sign o say raise constitutional issues wa refer to attorney general anom ne yade a o say in the right time no obe adopt it said ye be ya it will rather come from no office to satisfy the constitutional provision because bill no economic implications clearly we yade no nti bra betena se na adwuma wo ye hu adwuma mi etu aka eno no so wonye and who expects a Busumi so the IMF taxes no and come say yet ya na ho e wo hori ni wu se kayan kuan ye wo fie na ndc fo ye se dia ye de ye ni mo musuban enti ye befa no saa na ho ba na ye ba betena se na ye ba behwe Ghana fo wo mu nkomodie se de o mu mra hyehyɛ se wo so wo mo ye na be ba na domkuma amaye na ye kwa kobi se wo mo ne ye se wo mo so wo mo ma enam se ni se ya eniwu in fact the man me reho papa if he says I breed the nim senka yakoye nim enu nko a na kwoti bibi kakra edi free mu nanso ye ne ayetia ne Ghana fo mu ehwe ye de wo mu ni mandisi ene se de ya na wo mu amanyo no esitie sie ye no si nchen dia the aka no so be ye disturbances kakra de no so wo chimba ho but no de say de osika ye no expected expected yes every 33 day ya ne mum ya na kitimite so kakra ya na ye em say no na ya na ma speech no ekowa if you say bu obetimi atonwom a be 2 minutes ye da so tonwom ye twen say ebesi ansa na mampani no wetimi ato aso ye a parliamentary democracy no one ya wo hwe no hu no say nokure kemma mi kan bi da so te ase soja aban anka enya ni sei wo hu no ya na ayi no soja aban a nka wan akra na ebese ubibie wan na ebe kan bibia kire wo okay aha eti ye fa no sa de mum ya ye ntete so kakra se de be ya ebre ebetumi ya ye no ebra no bra no bra. So
you know President Dimina how he presented
excellent excellent and reflected the true state of affairs na media ya me de wo mu ne se ne statement no ye honest emuda ho pefi enye statement ya sebe ya kwa akotro se emesutu MPP aban yemenunu ye ho emna mesere baabi e din no ye kan no kire Ghana fo ye yetumi ayo ye kan no kire Ghana fo afei da chi eda ye ni mu nso ye bie so e de kire wo mu amomu atumi atiase enti ubusa media na mampani dwumadi no na ye saa de ye hwe ni mu saa de ye hwe ni mu se oye no
enti say ye ba main issues no so na ye remu now the contention in say the MPP under Nana Addo Bawumia feels yes, between 2017 to 2018, they were the best managers of the economy. COVID-19 created Russia war, and IMF and a lot of hardship on Ghanaians. That's the position of the government. That's what they think. All right. Opposition party NDC say no, the government should accept mismanagement. Abano manage economy ni ye ena ya beduha. So some second round na ye ram main issues in the that's where I want to start from. Na ya bisa say is Ghanaians buying into that idea? Ghana for say okay, COVID Ukraine Russia war and ma buying bedu sa fi say 2017 ABC 2020 no and 2019 no na mampenya Kufuado na be de challenge Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na omubo mo homoden ba COVID ne bebo mu no and ma ho kire ne baye announce Ghana for fi say no the opposition for can say abano na manage ni sikasem ye the management of the economy no omo handle niam ye and dey ababedo. These are the two issues ye be kan bom within the State of the Nation address anyway na ya hwe Kamel baby I find there
nyame ni de wi
okay Mamitia also, you remember main issues, so I'm said I'm listening on Zane, but with general comment on the whole State of the Nation address. Yes.
I think about so ya de bia to say binya so mfa so. Na woto aba mo obi na afene so. No be the State of the Nation address. He needs to give us the true state of our nation. Na me gidi say enne de na Akuoko Kwarteng ye no. One kind of true state of our nation and saying, yes, our rhetorics now be Janu Nyakunya Kasana no Bekasakwa. Because to share on the whole, this was an opportunity for His Excellency Akuoko Kwarteng. Ebe pagana for cho. Oh, Akuoko. This was the opportunity of Benyanka go paya cho for the past 7 years. Hardship odia komu, a bra odia komu. This is the opportunity of Adwenkyere or Paya Chow. But the president failed to beg us. Because we share in terms of mismanagement akoso under the watch. Sikaseya akoso under the watch. Krono akoso under the watch. Mismanagement akoso under the watch. This was a clear opportunity. Uncle Betty Maiden, I can't send back to me as a Ghana for me Pamacho, me can't touch them and none me president. I know. Now me did say this is the last opportunity. Menya, I can be Biacham say, Miss Samuel Fan Chame, but President failed to do it. And then, and yes, sir, Ofeli Keke. This was a good opportunity. Uncle Betty May unite Ghana. It was a right opportunity because we can send you kind or can send me about West Africa. Any conflicts are also under West Africa. Any what the constitution among for Adwenkyere elections. This was a great timer. And can abaya two water chiman. A money by a president. No, I can send a lot of coups who cost war. The West African countries see. I be a hard thing. But under the watch, yet to aba. I will chrome her in 2020. Am I the 2 ball nipa maku 8 in on 2021? Akuoko Kwarteng 8 me and can wasem. 2022 8 me and can wasem. 2023 8 me and can wasem. It's near 2024 way there. This was the time to tell the whole people of Ghana say, oh, Techiman for yes srema. Nipa ne wu yes srema. This is the opportunity. You could have united the whole people of Ghana. The president and the opportunity on I thought that he could have united the whole people of Ghana. But we are not so. You better about 7 December. Na Jumani easy Juma. But before we elected Akuoko president, a lot of violence in the sea. But since that you have not done nothing about it. Compensation krana yejidi sanka obe pediama victims or obu prior. But since no proper investigation have been done. And that's our true state of the nation. And the true state of the nation, like a president, President failed to unite the good people of Ghana. And secondly, Adia Bakusonam Gizanka president can say, owners of more banks will chrome businesses or more chrome of far 25 billion Ghana cedis. A good banks were her. And he said this was a clear opportunity. Akonya papa wanyanka obeti maiden. Because then he said on 2016, essentially John Dramani Mahama and Kofobi assessment of our banking sector. And me can see 9 billion Ghana cedis pumping to those banks banks in Belgium. But this government decided to spend 25 billion Ghana cedis at the good banks to Krumah. It's on a record and like those money could be channeled to other sectors of the economy. Our president failed to unite us during this time. Or good businesses will chrome her, and a lot of banks acquire. But to the state, the president Benya Sakonya, the state of the nation, remember your true state, no, on the Namontan, no casting for from. Third one, President could have tell us, say, and no buy Mahama Akono, or Jaka 122 billion cedis, and no buy any mismanagement, and a Ghana, Yeka, do 600 billion Ghana cedis. And we ain't but in terms of revenues from 2017 to date, revenues have been in some years 735 billion Ghana cedis have been in some. But in here, this was a clear opportunity. Thank you, because it's an John Dramani Mahama. Ojan Wanyana bro. Ojan is Kabebre. Osha sinking fana. Ojanu $200 million. Osha oil money and we are. Available. It was around $250 million. Osha Ghana infrastructure investment offensive funds Mahama Nkweja $270 million. Say Osha stabilization fund Mahama $250 million dollars. Say Ghana. On the whole, was said that 2 offensive or 2 oil fields. Now your case back or in terms of saying Chiacano, Mahama just says you could have helped our economy. But Unya Konyano, Uba over this kind of funyafu. I bet Chebia men, there's got a paper amount for them, Obaconego amount for one passy, who may servant for this kind of grow. And this was a clear opportunities. I belong for a 4th one. And then bonds are in himself amount for him so Makoto bonds. Uncle William to Ombe this home for sure. His Excellency Adwenkyere Kwarteng was a clear opportunity to say, Opaya Chow, Oma mere born holders, and no music can enter into a more. I'm a mania pressure. Oh,
okay, Bondone.
No, debut. He should have begged them. Oh, this was the opportunity. On poor much also so much so they highway about 2 months because you will say for the first time. Bro, phone Kokrafo Salai, so we demonstration.
But what's your president?
Oh, I listened to him. But this was a clear opportunity. In his statement because it was parliament hazard. Everything can be captured into it. President Ankan wants him. Let's look at the state. Fifth one, the state of our contractors and the contractors who Krumwa. Yet we Moka. Who take a contractor with Janico Yunibium. Governor expansion, you're Janico Yunibium. Now say I want you say airport here and there is certainly say or they were to the late Prempe the first. And no contract and General Free Site, you know. All other projects, you might this is the opportunity to go pay a choice. We try and throw a chrome work crowd here or say a boss over my interchange back 5. This was the clear opportunity to the good people of Santa region and the Ghana for to say me can't throw send me baby see interchange Marco 5 amamu mentimianye. This was a clear opportunity to give us the state of what? Our nation. No but and omo crackers about import duties and then why I mean import duties who got bill up now. There were 30 different what charges I edging. This was a clear opportunity called businessmen. And you are more importers for what you say, some be pamacho, some be buyer, middle taxes, you rather gumusua more bread. This was a clear opportunity. This was another one on the 7th one. This was a clear opportunity. So because the COVID-19 and you can get the COVID-19 tax bill. This was a clear opportunity to pay a chow. I was over 11 years so I know or side in which a tax bet here so or was I get tax for electricity and the meter electricity meter. A Johnny giddy a chain where you same boat. Last week, we got 150 cedis. And then we got and I will say, maybe do fear me be change and a meter and meter and do. Because I am a credit, no. I got 53 cedis.
Also, then say so.
Now, me fear me or a TV na me and I like me peer and a past 7. Maybe fear and you may 8 and 9. No crime here. You may do fear best 11.
Me turn 4 to me.
Oh, 40 be ambem.
Oh,
me say.
I'll be surprised a bit.
I fridge now or fridge na me issue. And I find na me issue. The music na me issue. But the one meet and need Ghana no. Minimum class and now they have already implemented the tax on it. Because Ghana had the BBT me see. Because as at now, a clear distinction whether tax now must be to ECG, so no, whether it's still on it or it's still not on it. Because a clear definition on it. Nene,
come big man.
Oh,
you're on TV. You are a big man.
Me say,
are you telling me you were saying, Bacho maybe some? Are you telling me?
They want me to need Ghana no.
Bacho maybe.
Oh, okay.
You are a big man.
They want me to need Ghana no.
Oh, you're a big man.
Oh, okay.
Even as I know by NDC regional communication deputy officer no. Obi himself be brand no about Camel care man tell was going to do it. Are you saying say who them is so afraid about compare and on quite fan?
W means TV fridge and a fan.
Okay.
And I mean
so now they are not to acquire.
Na fridge me ba fridge in there when is obi an say fridge dey be so na bi na fridge dey be a fridge so can free consume electricity within 1 week.
Okay.
Credit be say you call almost 180 cedis. It me you free we so that we use our we prepare to start. And I had a hard drink. And then lastly, me want say last but one. Now say I'm reading story be and no more so talking key. I'm saying no more free me cobium. Because the economy is winding. And the Ghana football, this was a clear opportunity. President something about Ghana football. Or come here with the clear for because we mean about Ghana League. MBA, I'm on $35,000. Obi a black star player about Kutimi Bobo on the day Monday, they man $10,000. We mean about a whole league season. Emma, me find say almost 34 matches. Every year, will be around the breadth of Ghana. $35,000. This was a clear opportunity. The president who said, "On will buy more in terms of our sports." And then yesterday, I see.
President speech, a woman say or can re-enter, but don't say, yeah, you may, Matume Boasia communion, Tinesa interrupted. But as some pages be I'll draw your attention to page 29 of the speech on the fourth paragraph. And I'm quoting what the president said. The recent AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire was probably the nadir of the performance of the Black Stars and has left the nation saddened. However, I am quite certain that the young men and the technical handlers would themselves have wanted to make our nation proud. And I believe that the captain, Andrew Dedayu, meant every word when he rendered heartfelt apologies on behalf of his team made to all Ghanaians for the team's early exit. Mr. Speaker, I believe it is time for us to take a long-term, far-sighted approach to correct what has gone wrong. So I carry it.
Now me, as someone can want me see apart from your football, no, apart from your football, now say no. Okay. Our league system crying here, because and 17, Emma and Omukwana, you my film, Emma. Yeah, you my film. And at 24 man, I think so. We'll call in the next tournament. They can all national teams I walk. Yeah, we are both in there. And my uncle in the so now we can win bonus 7 matches. Munchiai. And to get the true state, I just said, Bibian ye. None of the dear queers and national service personnel. On my national service from November to date. Okay. After you see almost salary, no, after reflecting. Obi here for 4 months, national service. Okay. Oh, yeah, for 4 months. Never seen the Unpianica. Now, President, good opportunity way. One got a true state. I'm here with a true state.
Okay. So, I'm okay, Deputy Ashanti Regional Communication Officer for the NDC, Enumere Owaha, and Lawyer Kwabena Boateng, so address MPP Vice Chair Owaha. It is our president's statement, paragraph 20, page 29. The last but one paragraph talks about football. Now, maybe Bobo soccer. In fact, for purpose of year tier 4, any more inti. President Eka Rieno, this is what he added. Mr. Speaker, I believe it is time for us to take a long-term, far-sighted approach to correct what has gone wrong. It is time to return to scouting, grooming and developing the talent at the district grassroots level under a presidential policy on football that I intend to unveil. The School Sports Department of the Ministry of Education will work hand in hand with the Ministry of Youth and Sports in collaboration and synergy with the Ghana Football Association, GFA, to build district, regional, and national juvenile teams for both boys and girls. There are more than 150 AstroTurf pitches constructed throughout the country under this administration provide the foundational facilities to make a start. As we strive to provide more of them, we should see a steady progression of talent up the ladder from the junior juvenile teams to the senior size based on the merit and nothing else. So, for clarification, Kakrebi Enono. After the run, Seminimu. Na omampeni nsem no yato yebo ase afafa. Lawyer Boateng, president say he has done more under the term 7 years than any 8 years of NDC. The performance it's excellent. O de compare this year buying ebra omo abia mfie ngotwe ombedie no a the performance eye opposition were contrary nti yemfa no so na afie ngura mampani nsem o kan ni mu me was summary no ha what he said about Kumasi International Airport now finance minister eba ha or say we release 7 million euros say omunfan complete is 98% complete and the president eba so parliament so 98% complete finance minister newly finance minister waba designated one no can say oma 7 million euros. Say contractor anko non fanko complete. So 98% president aka say by May and okay. Na omowie omo de beto na naji my prempe. Kuma say MBU I champion tab na ewo ho a omo yes omo buogu no. And also finance minister ba ha Konfano chimene ko imiami nua kwa me frempon oyo PRO konfano chi di nkomo on Kessben FM kuma say 93.3 say okay, omu nyina anim say we release 40 million euros. The ama contractor say omunko no omunko nko wie. But the Yamra main issues so the president Kadifa Kumasi airport ho ndum so ne okan ye so we're performing more than the NDC government, Attorney General there, any areas, But my minister too, yeah, the brain, you find 10, near back, come out 10. We remember to make your point, come out also remember the young corners, yeah.
Idiot, say, and you may minia camel or bano. NDC for one print, Mampeni statement and one mano.
Oh, why? A crown. So, I don't want to force
one king kind.
I'm working kind. I know myself what kind they open.
If you say, or say sports, Mampenian come.
Make a league system.
League.
We are.
Come out.
$35,000.
One king kind.
League one can league as
Who say,
you know football.
come on, buy it.
Lawyer, but you'll make a point. Oh, there, yes,
in fact,
just discuss what the president said.
Okay, can you maybe say, Mijano man come from Musa? And yet, on say, Okoka say, pollution tax, any VAT on ECG. Abai no babeje, which is a Miniakama no correct. One can kind. Na one two man we monso. These are taxes are buying a withdraw that ubi be how man you or what year for information and unim sadi way. Everyone say he'll be sitting on TV and talking about our taxes are buying a withdraw that. See me no anymore and you may catch and say they are withdraw that. I think and then you know Koka ye very sensitive for. I think say next time yeah won't win ye kakra. The kind techiman shooting. So I say me makaka. You see see a kotwaba na say o masha asi o muye bie catch them microphone say uko police station for second call for we call see ya wa wo mpenim for wo deputy general secretary Akuoko Kwarteng masha asi a mo chant war songs any ade na wo catch them microphone so mo ko mu fa second call no e de na wo hwe ni mu say ebesie wo hunu enti ya na efutu a medema NDC for and in fact the members of the general public are almost sympathizing with the NDC. Say emobia anko yudium enko ka say ye omu wie mu family say mu kwaji boom na mu ko share security for no so when they are also in imminent apprehension of fear and fear they be kwa kwesi no enye nti mu ntena nka say na obi akọ shutu obi enye mampeni na ma wo de say mu shutu krofo busa ho say mo ampeni for there na mo ye ya mo put the lives of those people in danger ya ka kire Ghana for okoka bank asem see e baaye mampeni di sika akwa kogu bank. That is a very lame and simplistic argument here. It shouldn't be made on TV. You see obi anywhere obeba betena be mu ye be ma no mandate as mampeni obaye was mami Google banks. These are banks e wo ho a wo mampeni Ura John Dramani Mahama obaye wo recapitalize wo mo musika when they were struggling sika no ko he nyina nim de sie e mumu bi abort so no chiche sika no ma wo mo e bi no mo grantee loans to related companies here. There's no audit trail even of those loans no. We know the story of Beach Capital. Anyone when you could na on but so he should be minded when we make comments on those things. Ababian were a responsible government or better now say depositors' money should be at risk. Not board no yet your mope. Company at all when he issue here and they are convicting me. Those are more practices are there also in the banking sector. You don't sit there for a minimum to keep depositing with these banks when we know the money is being siphoned from the back. Well, yes, sir. Conformity good mountains, so I will buy an ESAB demonstration, say, Copisika, maybe he should seek understanding on those things. And now say he should just leave them alone. Now, many penny, Mampeni. Message ya wadi amayende any thematic areas ya ofeye said the medin kai akano apt and on point areas ni bi wo ha me depa na me hu say ye very honest delivery even on the economy and no na say aye the bone of contention ebinum susu say economy no struggles ayinya aye no ebia obi negligence and that's will be amamu money and edebaye but ye nyina ye nim say even between 2017 up until 2019 2020 COVID unity den pano, we were doing very well. And in fact, near ya be a cry chain. NDC abaya yebeje akunyano edi free woman sem. In terms of BBR, near ya the chain woman pa. In fact, some of the record that readily met me Ediama, a World Bank record on unemployment rate under NDC. Now they were doing 6.29. That was even before COVID. And he said, oh, 6.29. Yeah, by 2017 to 2020, 6.29 rate it was yeah, by it will reduce from that time even to 4.37. A break and COVID unity we were able to reduce it. Youth unemployment, NDC 2013 to 2016, now a whooping 12.92%. Yeah, by so within the same period, 2017 2020, it made so by 9%. Well, no time no cry na emu odinu. Agri growth under NDC 2013 to 2016, they were doing 2.9%. Yet me increasing to 6%. At the time when we are seeing even in COVID, we did better than them. We did 6%. Industry growth, the omutumi ya within the period highest 3.3. Ye ba ye a brem wire near COVID, we did 4.85. Well, no, service growth and Ukraine meka na me raho. COVID bra hotel BME ahomeje bia emie obi antu kwan enkonko ginedi no. NDC before COVID they did 5.2% per. Yeah, by even in COVID service growth we did 5.86%. Even in COVID yeah, obi anko vacation hotel bia MBA. Well, no, we still did better. It's in this wooden commonwealth. And you was within you. And the list goes on and on and on and on. It be a brainty, mintimi, embobo statistics, no. Now, mini penny. The story of COVID is right. Ubieni. Sabi, enyadi afine ye babidi hu etinye. Mishati on sena make say the highest of gifts and nipa betumi enya adasama ebetumi enya eyenkwa. And Kwampo was under imminent threat during the COVID era. Enyina abrofo no said you musi ewufaye omukro mu musika no said you musi ewufaye na anka pese ye ne ya hoboa enso yakwantuo. It took mampani akukudru eni nyansa eni yedi gina ye eye nkakran yan feri sika anka sika anse dem amani panwo. And the economy no struggle ye kra enei we are turning the corner na ke mani panso wuye enke no so nka ye beka ne say na ya na NDC for ka wo monti ase the whole world last time na me hwe statistics na me hu say Swiss bank wo mo after COVID to me record $160 billion losses. Swiss bank wo mo no kra hu so mo no mo ye the hub of the thresholds of financial management. When a banks are nyina wa eni enke pe the year what the model is anko omo ho ne yeko boka $160 billion. Australia Reserve Bank eka omo boye $37 billion Australian dollars after COVID. We mo eya man ya wo mo di wo mo hu. And the UK ebia na menu kama onim UK core recession CCI ye kasi a car mobono from last year to after COVID $150 billion. UK the Bank of England a car or more record here no I nay we are UK our recession na sabi sanka ye de katama ke kra de gade na ke beka we no enti enei sie wa ha na se essential se wo man no mu no se hu nkwa atwe na odo ka wura fuel station na onya bi to na bibie di wa hu akwa atwe wuduru fi a wo so kanea na eso kama ai kasa no se meter no running tem wonu po de kanea no wanya bi na meter no running tem ne time ni enya ya so na no pa wo bekwa adwuma beba na edum no wo behu kanea bi mu agise in 12 hours time, sometimes even almost 24-hour time. Ya ka kire omo sa ade na esika o omo se de bi enye sika ye buy ye we found money to be buying the various inputs a makane ani gina so no ye nya bi de ye adwuma o wahuno nti nanka wo so ohu bebi a enkomo no wodidi fa na menu ya de meka kura de atwa to ho ne se enei o my bain wetimi de ne nsanse ne bo aka say he's doing better in respect of all 2 minutes economic indicators.
Okay.
O my bain no wetimi de ne nsanse ne bo sesi aye ka say you not even the almighty America yi omo treasury secretary aye fe ne Janet Yellen eba be buoni yes no omo exceed omo all time debt ceiling. America, it is America exceeding the debt ceiling nene ono no pardon wo na sinim nene UK e wo recession sabi na ede na minua kama ka ede kire yen enti mampani state ya wode ma ye no that is the true reflection of the state.
Okay.
Yetumi aye afa ho brebi atwa mu ni bebi inflation nenam enei aba from 24 and even downwards echo in say in the coming days we may even get below 20 and still downwards enei your reserves asase building, our reserves are building, and doing all this so yen capital expenditure various projects ebi anywhere akakwem yeguso ayeye kama akoka say Kumasi Airport contract adwane ade aye ba be wie almost 98% ya here the finishing touches ba be kan wire contractor be na de ne ya contract adwane yesi awie kama so ni mu abi ana mfa ho yesi awie de aka no finishing interior ene ye no constitute the remaining 2% no na ye wie enyuma ye interchanges ya hodo a me sure say kama bia woko tamalinche omuso anyi omuchefa wo mu a wo mu ani agye na de Kumasi nko na ye Ghana enye Kumasi nko na ye Ghana ohunu ene akwan ya ya ase a eyi Obuasi town roads and Obuasi fotie ya enya agro kra wo mu free eyi Atonsu Echo Lake Road enya agro wo mu free be kwa runabout e de omani a kire tanoso ene eyi asuyebo akwan so enyagro. All these things are still ni nyina ekoso ebie ni akakwan mu na we nyina so no the social intervention programs e beto ye no ebie ni ya twa sensan yo nurse fo no da so a omoji o mala wanse a omode hwe omo hu school teacher fo gu so a omoji omode enkwada no da so omo wo school mu a omo ko school o ye twa teacher fo ka wo nkwala ni didi wo mu books ye de mo uniform ye de ma wo mo enti NDC de. In fact, nanka nkomo bia wo so omudi bie no wo se nkomo de abasobo e de hyase wahunu wo manya wo no afa niema emu odin se yie na still otimi toto niema nya sika de yes a niema we nyina ade a ene na kire se wonya abanya betimi aka se order pass.
Lawyer, thank you very much. Meba osobio mu a this issue na me pese ohwe ene ebi mo monitor te said de na menya da gitie mampani no president waded into the controversy ebi ekase na bede eche Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mate and ohwe president speech na page 6 the last 3 paragraphs how they respond to sa controversy no say Bawumia ye mate na onino na ekọ and say ohwe page 6 the last but one paragraph page 6 war 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs. So paragraph 7. As Mr. Speaker, the president and his appointees are not university loved. It will be strange and unproductive if they were. It is probably worthwhile making what I consider to be important observations at this stage on some of the issues in our public discourse. In the lead up to elections for a new president, under the Constitution, the executive power of the state is vested in the President of the Republic. He or she is the executive. There's no ambiguity about where the buck stops. When it comes to the responsibility of what happens in government, it stops with the president.
Absolutely.
He or she has ultimate responsibility.
Absolutely.
It will be an unwise president that would pretend to have all the answers and refuse to the advice of his officials. But the fact remains that president holds the executive power.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. President does have what we're doing to the issue of say Bawumia so a mate, say no. Say, baby, I cause one abe more, Yamfaso Bono, and the Quadunina no emono. I say, yes, on Castle no quan and Nimian, Umbetim dear foot to an amano, but constitution no man quite say 2 minutes, I won't know one. Absolutely. Jimmy Bar, I want to maybe Sacamel. I mean, tell so 10 minutes, remember, young issues in him.
Yamra the economic issues.
Yes.
Now, here, Sanka President Beckham once a month. President failed to unite us, I went to Bankan once a month. When you have been making the notion of COVID-19, we share US, Canada, and those USA, almost sati almost economy no for almost 2 months. I know much will be aka. Ghana ha, and 2 weeks pay. 2 weeks no partially Kumasi, partially Accra. The person and a Tifiana way to Omoka, about Omoka. Oh, sometimes, no, let's don't make those excuses. Me will be better on the COVID excuse. I know more. I know Ghana, I'm not take our records. You person a weird
1,000 and over.
Oh, may say take our records. Oh, you were here. No, the fact is you were here.
Hello, Mr. Okasawa. What's that my idea? Come on, please.
Sometimes no.
Okay. Yes.
Sometimes mama hide it around COVID. We are US, bro, mo play. Mikai. Maybe all US. Nima America G wait eventually. Omutifie. Omutrefie lockdown, total lockdown for almost 2 months. Omuko file my abantu omuka. Ghana ha. Ni person e trefie abantu otuaka, otuankolaka, otua wefoka, empanifoka, otua evi mro afọ no omutifie no omunya adwuma. Otua obi aka Ghana ha. Why na abantu anaka? Enkolase no omukosko metrefie abantu omuka. None of them. The omuye say emu ye no mo anwamo ni edikosu abakwa to so na no ehus ka bebre na ye very bucket ye nam around abakoye ego this ke here bia World Bank money ska IMF money ska emeche ekromo akwa businessmen ejiji ska mano those money be seen na ontimi nya one account ska be din is almost 21 billion Ghana cedis ontimi nya one account na account go wo say hwem kra wo hwe COVID-19 account ma sometimes go besu. Now we say more media for your from COVID-19. This is the COVID-19 program. So far we have recorded 30 cases and then and no yes here 650,000 Ghana cedis mama. See and media for yes this is this COVID-19 this is the interview near Texas kind of nobody. West Ghana westfully and then you sit here you had around COVID before COVID. Let's check our economic figures. Check it sector by sector. Before COVID in 2016, or before say it's John Dramani Mahama Ebefi Sono. Opa construction sector, it was around 8.4%. Before COVID, Ghana was growing by 1.2% under construction sector. Opa access to electricity. Mahama time we were growing around 4%. MPP time we were growing around 1.8%. Okay, your car, your dear. Under NDC, it was around 222 billion. 122 billion. Before COVID, MPP was around 235 billion Ghana cedis. Yeah, the Kana, yeah, they call a Yema, yeah, they call Wema, ratio ma. Under NDC, it was around 56.8%. And the MPP before COVID, it was around 62.2%. Oba say yeah, the Kanye Chaka means the servicing of debt. And this time we were spending 11.5 billion Ghana cedis. MPP time before COVID, they were spending 21.6 billion Ghana cedis. You tell me, sir, COVID the baby. Before COVID, the economy was already not said that. Before COVID, the economy not said, BBR say nothing was working in this country. And then which are the manufacturing sector about sorry, the 1D 1F abano. Before Mahama Befri so it was around now you grow around 7.9%. On normal 91 to 1 factory, then they were growing around 6.5%. And to show all these figures, now how I just said this government was already on a crash. Remember the current state of our economy, no, remember the true state in and then we pay $1, now Crasidia. Before say NDC, he be free so. Now ukra events ukra $1, up $1, now 4 cedis, 20 pesos. And now ukra 13 cedis are unyabi. Inflation. Before say NDC be free so. Now inflation no 15.4%. And now inflation As at now, 23.5%. But for the first time in our nation, inflation to me, Sam and who they said do 54.1%. And now what? Also, there you had around COVID, and now we have the men, and now we have the economic messiah, and then this is the time I know so on the economic messiah. No. Now also there also you mate, yeah, the kind of crowd to be because mate, some of the mates no bon, now to be here. And you always say, your man is essentially done, we quite, but we are quite say, we on fan your ma. Tama is so far with 3 ordinary regions. On fire, we inquire, fire more and I expand, go moment. Some uncle for the more man, mom to Mumba. And in terms of our economic issues, this government cannot compare to essentially John Dramani Mahama in terms of Yemu and Memo and Ghana for one Tom, and Ghana Acraseno. Now we are about the rate of unemployment. 2023. Statistics with the Abase. Now it was 14.7%. Now Ghana a population of 33 million. Now emu 11% pen a year juma. 11% a year juma no. Emu 4 million 4.2. Omu year juma no. Omu year below what the minimum wage. In two years, Oma buy a form more Omoka. It's around 900,000 people. And I mind you, Omoka. There can be other sectors of the economy. And now buy way about so a lot of industries are tsunami. And it's we need to bring 24-hour economy. About change the economy. Among those people who are being paid under the events required way no. Omenya Juman and Nequadia to the sense. And net Osha Nipa 21 now. 21 million Ghana Hano Munya Jumana. Now, dear, cry, making one mentia they say. I buy way instead of the Adwenkyere for the Yakunya or the state of our nations. No, about common who said unemployment rate, say, Nedrew. Now, say it in a matter, say, what you can want him be? He had or done free home. And I told them, I mean, Yakunya, no, Uncle Becca, the rate of unemployment. A quail more ya found, there be no more ya found, and Nuntina. We need a change because the economy has crashed. We can't do nothing. With the economy. The hopeless in most of our professionals, they are running away from the country. Your professionals and teacher for Ghana, nurses for Ghana, even engineer for construction artisans, everybody is running away. Because I'm a because under NDC now eventually we are now a Juma say we pay a year 1,500 nanka ultimately the tossment mako 20 but and another Adwenkyere Akufo-Addo so what is how we now 70 abetono a new 10 and to sha into me away made a Beda abobra. And a lot of people are running because the economy not crashing. Okay. Until we don't say President made the true state of the nation, no. Uncle Becca, no watch the waste of corruption Akosu Okromwa. PDS, we see no much GSK, PDS for ever GSK light bill for 6 months, we see no FSK. That's the true state of the nation. This is what we are supposed to address. Maybe it's going to be a young you will come a lot of corruption cases are also now don't go for no clearing agents. What clear when ya Akuoko? Yes. On my the same way thing. Akuoko? Yeah. Easy. Okay. Easy. Akuoko. The bomb and any sweat attack. Akuoko. Okay. Hey, another high. Only the mate Baumia. On my high. Hey. On my high. Okay. Now me did say any way or any okay. Thank you. It's essentially don't money Muhammad you be done. Or see this time or Baba yen year my what way. I mean we need an experienced man, not an experiment man. But be a doing here be a creative, destructive to equilibrium. Or be the creativity baba or the innovative baba. I'm not Ghana for your what way. Only such person is that we need. And yeah, mate now on no one left and right, you know. Only you can't do nothing. Thank you very much. I'm Kamel, a Deputy Ashanti Regional Communication Officer for the National Democratic Congress, and lawyer Kwabena Boateng, so a MPP Vice Chair, Ewo Edeso constituency. Anyway, so what you this is Kessben Television. Brandon Imrebia, a board no chikosi no do aisia.
na ye de adwenkyerɛ dwumadi abra me say democracy I say de be Ghana no sɛ wono obi nya adwe a ɛnyɛ sekantwe ɛnyɛ mabɔ ɛnyɛ atemdedie ɛnyɛ tututoɔ ɛna ɛnyɛ abototoɔ ma ha nyɛ tete hɔ Israel a ɔmo si aboɔ no na bi ye kyerɛ adwen nti o kyerɛ wadwen na onua nso akyerɛ na adwen nti wo hwɛ ya we are live on DSTV channel 364 Go TV no channel 121 Facebook Kessben FM YouTube Kessben FM and Kessben TV. If I'm a Kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng to me a friend honorable Nimri, I'm a Camel and a lawyer Kwabena Boate and yes in Kuna Yedi and Komo. Some of your messages are more Abba na Maba round 2. Honorable MPP man in your studio, what is he trying to explain? Even Baumia himself has rejected his own government, saying he's just a mate. A two ahine share or Kumewu and ordained dear Abba. Honorable, tell Amo Kamel that Nigerians are crying over dollar. That is why they are running to Ghana. On who say Nigeria nibi Abba sorry them abedia dance say Ghana aye ye fiso visa aba Ghana. We should be proud of Nanado and Alaji Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia. Okay. Honorable, my name is Francis from Takwa Dompim. Okay. Good evening, Honorable. Please tell the NDC man that they should give us a break. We know NDC, there's nothing new they are bringing on board. Their time electricity was higher than the rent, but we still were sleeping in darkness. Has Amo Kamel forget that former President Mahama told us that if you want to enjoy electricity, we should pay more. Yet we paid more and still slept under doomsday. MPP government has done well, and we are still going to vote for them come 2024, December 7th. We don't have short memory. My name is Francis Apia, Takwa Dompim. Greetings, Your Honorable George Mrekuduka. Okay, so Takwa Dompim. Francis Apia, Share, Takwa Dompim. And all day, but Francis Apia, Medasepa, thank you very much. Ke kusi ewo edreso besia say, I say, I go ask him for me, why not the brain drain started today? Then why is former President Mahama saying that when he becomes president, he will train more nurses and export them, some of them to abroad? So what is Kamel talking about? Nanado is clear that MPP government is the best government ever in the history of Ghana. So period. First time so. Then this is you don't understand any word clearly. And they want to do propaganda with what President Akuoko Kwarteng said, but they would not succeed. Kusi ewo edeso besiase ena oshe enumrei and also so edinity ebaye. Honorable Akuoko, good evening. Do you know something? President Akuoko Kwarteng and Alhaji Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia have done well. No government in the Fourth Republic can match them. NDC knows they have performed better than them. If it was NDC, would have a bad government. So NDC and their members, they can never do anything for Ghanaians. 7 December election, my name is Asrewa Asafo. Greetings to Buma 1, MPP parliamentary candidate for Rioso constituency, incoming MP for Rioso PR, okay. And Buma 1, MPP parliamentary candidate for Rioso, and you may listen about or share or Kessben television, so I'll say Joe, all right. Akuoko, good evening. I'm enjoying the program. Kessben television is my best TV station so far. I feel the mama tiba umia any nanado near manasepa. Akuoko TV na mentiasio. Okay. By Emo President Abaso, and a crowd Emo President Abaso, me car President Bafo Fropa. Na edwom former Kajetia Makola almost in Anakasa Yantio. But may sure said the managers of the president, Omo aye Nedia, oh Nedia, ne Claire, ne UK Brofunamba, co president, Nimuno no Tony Boazia. Can MPs in the ground common Tiasia, Nakambasayamo. So, Mr. President, excellent delivery. Nedia. Emuda hopa na wa abeka sa pese o ti the president kan bia na wa na pese beti na de o na slanks no for Mr. Speaker ni sa de ne but angoma so na Mr. President ka angoma so president angoma so no bon sa no go hard yo
Good evening, Honorable Akuoko. My name is Rashacha from Yape Central Gonja. MPP government led by Akuoko Kwarteng should accept the fact that they have failed Ghanaians. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and his communicators have no campaign message. They kept repeating their propaganda upon propaganda. This time it won't work. MPP should accept their failure as a government and stop blaming COVID-19 Ukraine-Russia war. So please, Ghanaians, vote wisely for John Dramani Mahama come December 7th, 2024 for a better Ghana. Rashacha Ewa Yape Central Gonja. Rashacha, thank you very much. Enumre Yenso Yedase Pass Oshe Kessben Television. Good evening, Ofa Akuoko. My name is Ofa Bedu from Kochi Bekwame. I'm enjoying the program. Why is it that in Kitenkete things of NDC, National Health Insurance, they claim they started it? Free Senior School, they are saying they started it. Planning for Food and Job, they say they started it. Everything in Kitenkete, they want to start. Why? Until you want to mean any Kasiana. Alphabedo, Kochi, in Kitenkete, anyway. Camille. Okay, so when you see digitalization, NDC said they started in Kitenkete. So anything MPP is implementing, they started in Kitenkete. Bisa Kamel said, "Until you to me in Kessie, na there be they started in Kitenkete." Okay. Na Kamel him say radio message no so Kitenkete no trying capital letters. Ah, I do welcome you. I say na mo policy be MPP implement be. I must say mo share kakra na. E am to me share Kessie na anyway. Good evening, Honorable. My mother-in-law is watching you from London, Stratford. Honorable, the NDC people always come to London here. They know what is going on. The Kumbisa Kamel say America and Eritrea rent to say. But they pretend because they want power. MPP is good for Ghana. Let's support MPP. Okay. Kamel maintain so akwa anyway, we are maybe salary. I say hey, I'm today. Good evening. I'm watching live from Manson Kwanta. I really like the hilarious atmosphere at Parliament House this morning. I was enthused about the formidable spirit of NDC and the fighting spirit of Afenyo Maken. Long live Ghana's Parliament. Greetings to Honorable Samuel Nchubo Siakon, former Amansia West MPP Constituency Chairman, and Kwaku Jesse, Amansia West Director of Education. Barumba Head Teacher, Ewa Manso Actuary, DA Prime. Barumba, thank you very much. Akuoko Kwarteng, I say good evening, Honorable. Please ask the NDC man for me if Vice President is responsible for taking decisions in the country at cabinet level. Then why is former President Mahama campaigning for Ghanaians to vote for him? Because he was a Vice President and he couldn't deliver. Let the NDC man answer that question. Okay. Rama Kumpacho Mate, Messon Krame Komumbu, Tidu Niswa, Messe Bisani Yama. Why? Yenuya a champion Kauguchi Electricals at Tonso Station. Honorable President Akuoko Kwarteng needs to be applauded. He's one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest policies, free education, and it's very phenomenal. The famous free senior high school and constant energy power and unprecedented road construction. In fact, Bema Beyebi now Mayeni Nanado. J. Kufo Etiako Naso no Ghana for se onye. Do baby Honorable could the tab black wamokra and the officer one crying. Nanko air pamono fi se wa mayere. Mampeni Mills Mahama wako naso na Ghana for se wa munye. But the ne Ghana for chronoa airborne mambaso. Nanado and Bawumia will be remembered and they will receive more applause because under the Fourth Republic, Omopa no mo aya dear. Okay, a champion Kauguchi Electricals. Atonso and Ode Abba. It seems to me the security services are not selling forms. I want to find out from you. Okay, Polly. All right, I'll check for you. I don't have details of that. So thank you very much. Let me proceed. Good evening to you, Honorable Akuoko. What this man is saying is true about the ECG meter. As for my chimono, I bought 150 Ghana within 1 week. Eric Ashamai, night market. Okay, but Ashamai meter ni kumasi meter no. Anyway, I will check from electricity. Because Ashamai. So I studied here. Let's be honest to your viewers. Omo category bia no nya ni dwane no de menye wachinji mpacha ona ode meter menye wachinji ba omo category bia area bia ni meters omo de call okay sometimes omo wo residential area A omo meters omo de call B to be meters no e bia o se na esi ye na dwuma
eye 3 type
omo ye commercial
omo de card ne ye de ECG for dan da so no more white one
okay
and no more other one we show ho and de ota me de we da so no ECG for abron sign da so no
na wa contact wo mo
omo ti sa na meter ni ready
o ne o man kasa sia
me wo we ni wa me wo we na ma to ni ya wa
yanyi politics no e beti aba say bi so na ye fault
anya fault
because for instance me ho me meter na me use so
anya fault
me toye na asa me ba me toye na asa obisa captain Jabari ho na me tono be Jabari office no wo no e wo da kodwam e say area ho na me ben ti ho na me tono asa and because am say captain ade na say asa o me na fault wo meter nim okay nti now o mo replace ama me asa me ti asese ukọ ECG one office where make me umpeni for him. They are replacing it.
Almost meter ni ho. Almost meter.
They almost apply meter from Accra.
They be almost meter kure ni ho. For the past 6 months meter ni ho. But me meter ni dey boy juma eye juma o ma be hwe. Akọ from o be hwe. Boy juma e dwane
say 40 ni o mu a.
They say we are no mu ye nti o mo kam ye hu de o mo ye because a true state of the nation. A true state of the nation here.
Few messages in my comment. Good evening. My name is Amas from Jachipram. So, Jachibosom Ghanaians are not ready to vote for NDC again. So, please tell Kamel to keep quiet. No, he's not making noise. So, I didn't. My name is Richard Amwa from Tamale. Honorable Kwaku, thank you for the marvelous job done. My take is that former President Mahama is not someone who can help Ghanaians. So, tell Kamel they should stop saying JM. Power no one will pay on bomb. Now, everything MPP is implementing, they want to say they have started it. Hey, NDC, Aden, Timosha say yante. Okay. Onosone de ote eba ye no. Good evening, Honorable Koko. I want to, as MPP, anytime they talk about Papako for Muntari went to Muntari message in Mintasia. So let me move on. The brand crack call. So thank you very much. Good evening, Honorable. Ask NDC Amokamel for me. Which government imported ECG meters into the country? It's them. So you shouldn't complain about the meters.
Yes,
for your boss. For someone I'm meters don't complain. The Mahama can't explain his 24-hour economy, so the NDC man should go and sleep. Coffee inside Obuase. Okay. And I have a lot of your messages by Breno Copper. May we bear Sesima and so to wrap up the show. And Mamin Chama penning for na the Omoka. Council.
Senior.
Mamin Chamamo. Obiam fa 7 minutes to cry. I'm telling you, until Obiam fa 3 na maybe the one na wrap up.
Senior, I was happy with Mampeni delivery on security. Sisi ayeti ye nyina yinim de ekoso ewo yesiano amai bibiri wo ho a ejadide mu de enye obi na asoreti aban no na ayomanfo no ankasa da ede aboani bebi nso asojafo atu aban no agu asojafo na tete so a eni da so obi ani wo as to when oman no be return to a civil rule. That's why we fought Republic in Asumji Ewaha. Yes, yano, and you automatic you. A buying say any resources are ye remu, any abambo for, Ejuma for, modern bar or mobile, our modi a policy a borders no. Pa sebeyena, sir, a Chiantiani, Jamana Samuya. A war free the Sahel regions here, eba from Hano, a be Emma to ye mu. Na ya na futu de be mo man for say if you see something, who be na okay can see any na head am fa na wo suspicion say we mu betimi aye tuatefo ne woni a wodi ehurukasem ne yamanasem no a mpofiri mu no anu wa ma abambofo aso ate afei mampani ekasafa ye drone system no so many je ho pa. In fact, America for aka say yes system ye operate the zipline system no. On person on ba no mba bisua. Mini opani minim say what sa news no.
But I want
this was America talking. Eni emuja ye de command crofo a ekwan wakakra ye de to drone yesu a quickly na e de medical deliveries and supplies nyina no ye fa nkosi ka mu na jase bia ye de to drone yimu a quickly na this is a modern trend of e-governance ya eni ewiase nyina no ye se bibrim ha Africa Ghana ye to so 7 eba West Africa dia ye di kan eba abefo se ye de abefo ebu man ya Nana Dankwa ene Dr. Bawumi Adawroma Ghana West Africa ye di kan eba bibiri mu nyina ye to so 7 na no mo bi na mehwe drone no ba ko a deliver papers bi man kola bi atinze no mu chro BC na paper na delay ye de to so yes
na esu ayiri
yes ja to wo se ya tem ya tam paper ye de man kola ya this is what we are talking about. That is the future. And nay onko hospital emien ka say koyi folder koye webra ya connecting nyina and nay o person o renew national health insurance ya o phone wo ye ya na renew na sia na mo children's hospital wasokwa na akola bi di omusi ewu asat October last year mi ma omusika omufa wo mu phone no o ma renew e kwa na ase ya adwuma baby a ye digitization no Akuoko drone no propel yen to the fourth industrial year everybody is preparing for and the GRA you see the tax be one quality of a good tax the economy of the tax it is say wo ko obi o ye baba ho na akwaje tax na 2V8 na de koduro na akwaje tax of 50 cedis the cost of going to collect that tax no kra no you say we know it's nay yes self assessment a digital assessment a faceless a year obia no ye ba be wuremu na ama ye collection of taxes no cost no akofom
but me say the audit chat as afi na wurewura mu nsem
in fact me nya bre ambo mampedi state of so
any a lot of time yen to me nkan nyina nde onso mampedi na mu kra no na pedis ni doso
yes
so they would be chat for try
me apen mamfa we ntwanto makwai lawyer ni die na me interest ewo judiciary
okay
mampeni eka ho asem ene e-court system ye pilote ewa Accra high courts ni bi ni commercial courts ni bi ye yesi wa ye try the e-system be kakra wo case won kran ya ni kwa so tena ka ebuko wo fie wa set we internet na judge no so asset ne de lawyers ye nso ye wo so na ye di asem no ya sa ye pilote ewo Accra ene the judiciary no infrastructure yesi court houses Kumasi baby kura wa ne bi ni ho ene kwada so court ewo ho ejuso constituency wo ba ayi a bonyure ene court kama judges yi adan ya yesi no wo ayi hey RCC ahay and across the country infrastructure ye dey wura judiciary
thank you very much
minia enkenya ebre no a cafe na me ba be hospitals dey beto ye
ni to be fair they started first 10 minutes yeah but second 10 minutes and the brother there was enough but to be afraid na what you see you tell them say on the chat on the phone no see
yes enti
tell me
omanfo ebeti ase
yeah I'll come to you
na omuni MPP aban atena dachi na da yanim no eye dachi ya abefo enye John Dramani Mahama dachi eye dachi a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na odiyen eba be that stage no wa sha ase wa abefo kwan.
Thank you very much council Camel Mamintil
before say ye be kodo unse dum so ya de bia they say aba man for bre wo ho na ya na MPP for say Mahama so with him so we hear Mahmoud Bawumia say more can in March 2016 26 my joy FMA or say Mahama deserve no credit for solving doom so. Nancy former majority leader Ebetra station Kromwa Hello FM or say Mahama fix doom so. And we share this clear people, these two people. As Mahama solving doom so. I know say we because say Mahama solving doom so. Now Mahama cross solving no 2 terms or in a short term. Under the short term no or introduce solar panels, bulbs are entry credit kese. We so on my institution no use near maybe a hunyano or what so at the long term. Or the Ameri power buy, or the car power buy, or the we eventually we atomic gas. Am I a gas worth of 300 MMS? No, it's me. Am I a power on around eventually 960 megawatts? Nini the bed. The best of you doom so. Enti ekwame chia buy we buy. I'm say excess capacity. Enti excess capacity no, and an air brain no. And then we say you need far from mobile. Yes, I think so almost share. Mahama, we know investment away with the energy sector no is the best ever. Now me the bia me nyakonya we ya me kaya sama Mahama kan eventually 2015 State of the Nation address. Or say this problem, I will fix it. And he definitely or fix it after 1 year. And it's certainly John Domani Mahama a creative, destructive the word equilibrium. Or your beer. Why experienced person, not an experiment person. Nipa or can nipa one control, nipa trustworthy, nipa visionary leader, or nation builder. On in a kind of way here no. Maybe I do know we are the crossroads. On no point a bit in Abuama Ghana. Yes, my day. Acquire one toy economic issues. Woman Konya means say a man Konya be when man church near my here, but here can I say, maybe I do know ye will be away bida. Na me say no bi a wo tie ye bia nim say ye ma certainly John Dramani Mahama kwanya obeye ama ye ho atoy wo so bi dum so o so be mo bia won say dum so ni obate ne aban we mismanagement sikadie nti ene dum so asaba wo ba say akro obi hwe me kra o light off mu nti ne program ko nti ma hwe bi nti je say o man nti manage o man ni ye me ka twato ade na sports there no me say is any John Romani Mahama shebo say ye league na ye bono obey invest scan university or blaster no half of that money you invest every year near the half by our local league wasaka say local league ya ye boy and no say players in the blaster so half of that money you invest or blaster no or say invest on our local league am a local league near resilient we are meant to we strong formidable league you bet me players, I'm a walkable blaster. I'm a one time all the juvenile side no under 17 under 20 under 23 no. Yen ye bet me ide. Enya formidable team all three TV ho. Now we shall we beji. Now him say football planet team nyanti the whole nation boom. But then I don't nyankonya when men 90 am boom. Asema ya pa. I think say ne baby will be this opportunity. I think say wonya biom empire cho biom. Nti wonya konya bia that's one nama. No say MP4 say almost launch another tracker.
But you dey chat to.
Me see one say MP4 say almost launch another tracker.
But you menya hu. Ti dey chat to.
Who can say in 2016 events we 2020 almost launch a tracker bi. No friend no events we delivery tracker. Besin na open na obi ohwe me bia onko Google obo delivery tracker na say adwuma obi ahwe ni ho ene almost abelanche ba ko yin match ba umiada na ebere esa belanche all lunch ba umia lunch o kasembi o say we ebeye 11 what tracker ebeye adwuma da bia besin o ba bie www eventually delivery tracker Ghana .com BSC as ebeye adwuma ube bi ohwe ni ho nothing is there. Into your mind where there, Skaseye, Yense Ganeska, Ense Ganeska Kwano Pe. Me say, Adia Yense Ganeska Kwano Pe.
Okay.
Yense Ganeska Kwano Pe.
Thank you very much. Camille, Bamina Mose. Babcho, gentlemen, thank you very much. Madam Mose, hello. Bacho, Madam Mose, Yamia Doma, hello. And then Nkwana, I bet to me at discuss on my penny 7 Yayakakra. Thank you very much, Mamina Mose. About Hannah Breva Mea Kwama, Yadi Medina essay. Amo Camel, a NDC Ashanti Regional Deputy Communication Officer, and Rebbe Boy, a lawyer, Kwabena Boateng, a Dreso MPP Vice Chair, and also Ebe Boy. But the other be sharing, Mami Koko, a MPP parliamentary candidate elect, a Tiwa West constituency, on a lawyer Kwame Jai, and Honorable Douglas Paddy, and Ponsa, or
DC nominee Tiwa West and I'm told to say more and the honorable Yamuajo Yamamunina Adri, I wish him the best of luck. And Yabua a soldier near on crying or the Kessben TV YB. I'm told to say so and real ray. And I'm a senior my Mamintiano, Matessa Nere, Omote Trasaco, Omote TV no ray. Yadi Ghana link. Danso Abiam. Odemuniam for Danso Abiam. CEO Edema Ghana link. And I unicorns. Odemuniam for One Usita Tenre, Madame Papa, Kessben TV, and maybe Unio Crana Madame Ray. Danso Abiam. Bredi Abiam, Kranza Abiam. We are grateful. There we might be a 2 or 4 who Kessben TV, no. The man when for yeah, that's Nick Petroleum CEO Danso Abiam, and Ray. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Watch any what? Yeah, you must see her. Na yama yemuso. Mamina me producer, create PCS abidi akwase. Director aye Ajimai. And me aminu so Jina camera nechi ebo juma. Ya pages at the echo Facebook videos in na nadaroma. And omuye ho juma at the emaye. Nana kwame and asam osapon. Ekabo mu omadaroma and a sound no aye clear. No muchinchimbi na omuye ni nyina. Pacha humble servant. Your friend Kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng. And you may be did my dear chairman. Yeah, you now call YouTube and now Facebook. Kessben FL Benya Biasha. Good night. Yamen Kamo. Yakram.